This certainly does have an interesting album cover. I'll say that. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling good. Let's go ahead and listen to this band, Birth Control. Never heard of them. We're going to listen to this track, Gamma Ray, which is off of their album, Hoodoo Man, released in 1972. I don't know a thing about this band. I've never heard of them, but like I said, that is quite an album cover. This was suggested by, let me pull up your names here really quick, a Silber7, Slicko da Poo, who's recommended this a few times, a Life Like Fiction, TXOH, Montanus, and that would be it. So thank you guys for the recommendation. Like I said, never heard of this band, don't know a thing about them. However, I do not know what to make of that album cover. Let's go ahead and listen to it. We'll talk about it after. Here we go. I don't know what to make of that album cover.
The world is paraded with irony, hunger, and corruption. The Eastern world and the Africans too are going to repeat the history of our wars. And our industry supplied them with arms. Everybody knows, but apparently nobody can do anything against it. For our society is on the make. Well, sometimes I try to draw up a list. I try to find out what death has done.
It's like a
I thought of honorable
deep psychedelic rock.
You know, like yours and my rebel brothers. At any time.
That organ is sensational. The organ is great.
Without a body, I could fly around the world, destroying arms, destroying rockets, mix up complexions of the whole human race. We all will turn into chocolate people.
I do like this chorus as well. Or it's a pre-chorus, I should say. But heck, this is out there. Now they're jamming. Now they're just going off. This is the kind of jam you just get lost in. So just let it go and get lost in it. I don't know how he's doing that, but that sounds cool. I like how that piano signals the change. It's like stop. Okay, we get interesting change here. Interesting how they brought in the percussion in this section halfway through. It's an interesting change. You're not in focus. This is the vocal guitar battle. It works though, somehow it works.
Destroying arms, destroying rockets. Makes up complexions of the whole human race. We all will try to chocolate people.
Love that extra echo put on his voice there, and the sparseness. I like how these two things are put together in. This works. I hope that album cover doesn't get me in trouble. This was like this weird psychedelic song with appropriate psychedelic weirdness, such as you definitely got at the end there. I really love the organ playing. I will say that is probably one of the biggest standouts on this track. The organ's going to be performed by Whoa on this track here. Really liked what they were playing. I enjoyed that. I like the back and forth between the organ and the guitar throughout the majority of this, because the guitar is playing in this very stereotypical kind of psychedelic way with that wah-wah going off, bouncing off the walls. That's going to be performed by Bruno, who is also, I don't know if he's the lead vocalist, but he's credited with vocals. There wasn't a Wikipedia page for the band, or this album, I should say. So I'm using Discogs, and it's not as like specific on lead vocals. It's just saying vocals, but several of them are credited with vocals, so I'm not sure who's singing. But either way, at first when it started, the kind of more spoken word, I wasn't hugely into it. As he started singing, as the verse went on and the chorus, then I was completely fine with it. I especially liked the way that he repeats the chorus. And I mean, it's the title of the song. Gamma, 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 way. Like, I like the way that he delivers that. It's energetic, it's bluesy, it's rocking, and it just sounds really, really good. Who knew that you could just take that phrase gamma ray and make it so catchy and forthright? Gamma, 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 gamma. Like, it works really well. Just that assault in the chorus. And then later on, he does a few more tricks. He brings in a little bit of Taste Van Leer from Focus with, I don't want to say yodeling because it's not, but just a little scatting. Just a little scatting. I like that moment between him and the guitar. It works really well. It's like a little battle. The halfway points brings in this complete change of rhythm where it drops out the music that was previously being done and just brings in a constant beat and then some percussion being played around. And that is going to be by Nasi on the drums and percussion. And I like that section. It sounded fun. I like how that worked into that back and forth between the guitar and the vocalist. I like the way that progression and structure was done on the back half of this track. I thought that was nice. And then, of course, after that whole jam, bringing it back for one final verse and chorus. I think that worked really well. I like that. Let's get into these lyrics. The world is pervaded with agony, hunger, and corruption. The Eastern world and the Africans, too, are going to repeat the history of our wars, and our industry supplies them with arms. Everybody knows, but apparently nobody can do anything against it, for our society is on the make. Well, sometimes I tried to draw up a list. I tried to find out what death had done. I thought of honorable murders, like jobbers and mad rabble-rousers. At any time, everywhere in the world. Gamma ray, made of pure existence, gamma ray, mighty and unfailing, I'd radiate love to fight the misery. So I think that what he's getting at is saying, like, there's wars going on, people selling arms to these countries and people selling arms to these people, and, it's going to get used, and war is just going to pervade the human experience in some way or another. But if it was up to me, like he says here at the end of the chorus, I would radiate love and, love, kindness, etc. to fight the misery and the violence and wars, basically. So I like that. A gamma ray of love instead of a gamma ray of like a laser or like a destructive weapon of sorts. Without a body, I could fly around the world, destroying arms, destroying rockets, makes up complexions of the whole human race. We all would turn into chocolate people, everybody everywhere in the whole world. Then it repeats, of course, the lyrics there. So I think the whole song is really just him saying, it's anti-war song. He's protesting. I like how he says, without a body, I could fly around the world, destroying arms. Kind of plays off of the body mentioned there, and destroying rockets. Like he would get rid of all weapons, and then the human race wouldn't have to worry about this. And I think that, I don't know, makes up complexion of the human race. We would all turn into chocolate people everywhere, everybody, everywhere in the whole world. I feel like when he says we would all turn into chocolate people, like, I feel like he's saying like everybody would, for lack of a better word, be sweet with each other. Like, I don't know, everyone would like look at each other with this kind of like, what's the word? A selflessness, like a care, but like an action behind that care. I don't know why, but that's kind of what I get out of that. So yeah, there's the lyrics. That's it. Gamma Ray. It's a fun track. I like the middle section especially. I like that break. This was a fun one to listen to. Love the organ though. That's the best part about this one. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments down below. Thank you so much for the suggestion as well. Hope you have a lovely day. Come back tomorrow. Gamma Ray, Gamma Ray, Gamma Ray, Gamma Ray, Gamma Ray, Gamma Ray.